Rick Bozich, Eric Crawford here at the KFC Yum Center. Louisville has just beaten Clemson 74-64. The Cards were favored in this game by 3.5, but you know I was a doubter before the game. We'll talk about that in a minute. But really impressive performance, I thought, by Louisville. Solid throughout. They didn't even in the second half, once they got a lead at halftime, they were pretty solid, held on to it all the way. What are your thoughts?
You know, I thought it was more than a win, Eric. I thought it was more of an announcement of themselves as a legitimate contender in the ACC. I mean, this is now 5 games in a row. They've won 4 straight ACC games, and the last 3 have been against Carolina, Virginia, and Clemson, 3 of the teams that were picked among the top preseason top 5 teams in the league. And then nothing fluky about the wins. They've been very impressive in winning these games.
Yeah, and double digits. In fact, well, I think this is 4 straight double digits because Florida State was a double-digit win on the road. One thing that they had yet to do was have a really good, complete performance against a good team here at the KFC Yum Center, and they managed that in this game. They were really strong. Look, they were 8 of 27 from 3-point range, but I thought where I was really impressed was just going into Javon Hadley, finding ways to get points inside. Points in the paint in this game are 32-30. Louisville and Clemson's a team that can punish you in there. They had certainly had a huge size advantage, so that was good. And then I thought Louisville's defense was outstanding, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, they did a good job. Clemson only shot 40% from the field. They never really let them get on any big sustained runs. When they did get close a couple of times, Louisville pushed the lead back out immediately to 5 or 8 or 10. And as Pat Kelsey mentioned in the post-game press conference, the 3 leading scorers went 4 for 28, and they still won the game. The 3 leading scorers for the season.
For the season,
Talking about Terrence Edwards and Rain Smith and Chucky Hepburn. None of those guys brought their A game tonight, but Javon Hadley brought his A++ game.
He brought A+ something. 32 points. 10 rebounds, 10 of 12 from the field, 9 of 11 from the line, 3 of 3 from 3-point range. It doesn't get much better than that. And he's a guy that's kind of funny to me because he'll do whatever he's needed, but he's a guy that does more scoring inside. You look at him and you think, well, he's not going to get much done in there. He gets things accomplished in there, and he gets a lot of rebounds, and he's kind of this throwback kind of player. Denny Crum loved those guards that could go down low and score, and that's what he is, and that certainly was what he was tonight.
He's very comfortable in the post, very comfortable asking for the ball in the post, very comfortable driving the ball in the post and scoring it, shows no fear. And he's gotten better and better as the season's gone on.
Yeah, I thought so, and I really think this team's getting better. I think they're a bunch of old guys. They had that blow where they lost a bunch of guys quickly, and it's like they had to kind of relearn who they were going to be and relearn what they were going to be. And I thought it was interesting. Hadley talked about Kelsey just leaving little reminders, signs up all over everywhere. Defense is important. The sign this week was be more physical than they are. They've had to become a more defensive-minded team. We talked about offense the whole offseason. They're learning each other. They're learning what Kelsey wants from them. So I think it bodes good things because, again, we say this is one of the best teams in the ACC. We saw them play tonight, and they played really well. So if they can do that against one of the best teams, they can reel off some stuff here.
Yeah, Saturday now will be a key game.
Yeah.
They go to Pitt at noon on Saturday. Pitt got blown out at Duke tonight. I think they lost by 29 points.
Yeah.
But most people think that Pitt has been the second-best team in the ACC to this point. Jeff Capel usually plays really good defense with his squads, so we'll see what Louisville can achieve on Saturday afternoon at noon. They win that game, they'll be all by themselves in second place in the ACC.
Yes, they will. They'll be in a good spot. We're always in a good spot. We're going to be back at it a little more as the games start to pick up here. We will certainly. You can watch us on TV, WDRB News, the sports page, overtime webcast. Read Rick's column about this at WDRB.com. For Rick, I'm Eric Crawford. Thanks for joining us on Rapid Reaction.